Toku Nation, and welcome to a brand new video on the Power Rider Astro channel. And today, we're gonna be talking about Dino Fury. Now, if you saw my last updates video, well, not updates, but, well, yeah, updates video, I am loving this show. And now, since we got up to episode 8, I am here to talk about my thoughts on it now and see if things have changed since the last time I talked about it. But honestly, nothing's really has changed all that much. Except for regarding Wayne. Because things haven't really changed that much except for one thing. I still love the show. I am still watching. I am still enjoying. And I hate that we're on hiatus right now. But this is a pretty clean way to actually allow me to talk about Dino Fury for a bit until we get to next week. And we're just going to get right into it. Now, these episodes are kind of strange to me. They're not really they're not super good or super bad. It's just that weird middle where it's all right. Honestly, things only really get interesting at episode 8, so I'm just gonna kind of gloss over the other few so we can get to that, because that ends up being one of the big mind-blowing episodes. Also, spoiler alert, since we're gonna talk about episode 8. And without further ado, let's get now. The other episodes aren't too bad, honestly. Episode 5 is about Izzy and her dad, Mr. Garcia, who wants her to win, and she has her friend that's been coaching her, and things kind of get complicated from there, since one, we're trying to find the other two Zords, and we're also trying to make sure that she wins the race and her preparation for that. And it's alright. It's an alright episode. I don't really think it's so good or so bad. Like I said, it's meh. Same with next episode. Also kind of meh, but I like this one a little more since it has funny moments, especially with Zato's can't take the heat, and then the monster threw the fireball at him, back at him. He's like, did he just take the heat back at me? I was like, dude, that is amazing. That was perfect. And then, it's about bad luck. Amelia's having bad luck problems. She's losing her confidence, and Cylon's if you don't do stuff, you can't really help everybody else. And even if you are afraid of bad luck, I mean, you got this far. You didn't die yet, so seems pretty lucky to me if you ask me. And then we get a little fight scene with Void Knight and Amelia, her fighting, and they're fighting and stuff. And that's pretty cool. Also, sort of, but yeah, overall, kind of meh. We got another Zord. We got another Megazord mode, which is cool. Also, we found Izzy Zord in episode 5, and we got another mode for the Megazord there also. So yeah, it's building up. It's building up to the next the last episode, episode 8. Keep moving it, and then we get into Javi's episode, which makes me kind of hate Mr. Garcia, because it makes me feel like he's kind of showing favoritism towards Izzy rather than loving them equally. It's just kind of irking how he thinks that music is such a waste of time, and that Javi just can't enjoy doing what he does. It's just irks me so much. But and how Javi's leave me alone, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, that's very realistic, since when you're having parental problems, for the most part, you don't really want to bring it up because it's kind of personal. which I can appreciate in this episode how they portrayed that. And the best part is, and then like we also learned that Javi Zord likes music. His like when they get his Zord, they like he's like playing his music, like they get a signal for his Zord, and then like when he stops, when Mr. Garcia stops him, he's like, and then like the Zord signal goes down, and that's kind of the thing for the episode. And then like later on, when they try to get the Zord back online, gets like a whistle, like Silent gives him a whistle, and then he like plays it, and then like Zord signals back up. They go get a Zord, new Megazord mode. It's pretty, it's pretty cool. Now we have all 5 Zords, which is dope. Then we get into episode 8, which is the mid-season finale and the thing that we kind of just the previous episodes laid up to. And it is probably the best episode, in my opinion, probably. But like I'm pretty sure that everybody probably thinks that this is a pretty dope episode because we get a lot of answers for a lot of things. First off, Mick is back. Best character in Ninja Steel. Don't at me. It's true. Moving on. So he comes and he's like trying to find the Nexus Prism. Of course, because it's pretty powerful and falling into the wrong hands could lead to things getting crazy. So he comes to Earth and like he needs help with the Dino Rangers, but Zato kind of doesn't really want to help him. It's not that he doesn't want to help him, it's that he's prioritizing what they're doing over what he's doing. And Mick's like, okay, I understand, sorry for bothering you. And he goes to Buzz Blast to try to figure out where it could be. And like Amelia and Javi are there, so it's kind of character interaction there. And then Monster comes in and team fights, and then the news of the Nexus Prism being on Earth kind of slips out, and now Void Knight wants the prism. So now Mick and the Dino Fury Rangers have to work together to try to find it, and they do. They go, it's at a beach, and at the beach, it's like just sitting there. And then Zato uses his mind reading powers to read its mind, and we learn that the Morphin Masters made the Nexus Prism, along with all the powers for the Dino, like the Dino teams, basically. So Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, Mighty Morphin, and Dino Fury were all created by the Morphin Masters, which makes sense, and I think that's pretty cool. So then, like monsters come, they fear, and the prism basically leaves and into the water, never to be seen again, unless I'm getting that wrong, which I probably am. So now Rangers got to morph. They fight the monster, and we get some pretty dope choreography here. Pretty cool, pretty good fight. And then like Mick comes in with a little drop, like a little cough drop, and he gives it to the monster. And then the monster's voice is just all higher pitched, and it's just hilarious. I don't know if everybody else finds it funny. I do. So yeah, monster grows, monster fight in the Megazords. We get all the Zords to combine this time since we have all 5. And then we got the best freaking Megazord. Megazord combination, that's what it is. Megazord combination, and it's just pretty freaking cool. Then we get a little moral lesson, like, we probably should have helped you instead of trying to prioritize what we were doing from Zato. Everything's cool, and Mick heads back to his planet since it's all done. Everything is done. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, but that's not all. That's not all. Because we finally see why Void Knight needs all these sporks. Because he's Dr. Freeze. All jokes aside, it's basically Dr. Freeze. He's basically Dr. Freeze. Because he has his wife, or like, yeah, his wife in a tube that's supposed to be keeping her alive, and he needs all the power of the sporks to probably revive her. So it seems. So yeah, that's Dino Fury so far, and I gotta say, I am still enjoying the show, even though we had a couple Met episodes, and like, kind of starting to dislike Mr. Garcia. Hopefully, that relationship between him and Javi gets better with time. I'm pretty sure it will be. Pretty sure Mr. Garcia will come to his senses when it comes to his music. But so far, yeah, it's just irks me. So overall, I am still looking forward to the rest of the show. Season 2. Apparently that's supposed to be airing on Netflix later, but I don't know. We just need confirmation on that. And that's it. So, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit it with a like. Also, comment down below, what do you wish to see in the next episodes of Dino Fury? Pretty sure we're all looking forward to seeing the Sixth Ranger, which will be dope. I am sure of it. And also, be sure to comment down below what's your favorite moment of the episodes we've seen so far. Mine being the whole tent with the fortune teller from episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. Still hilarious. And that's all for now. So I'll see you all next time. Peace.